Okay, howdy everybody. So for this video, we're going to go through the notes that we covered during our VC, and the topic is comparing the informal confidence interval to make an inference. Okay, now that's the whole goal, and that's the main thrust of your level 2 inference paper is, can I actually say that one median is larger than the other? Okay, so the ICI represents the range at which the true median's population. The true median of the population. So again, if we take a sample and it says that this is the median of our sample, when we're looking at the whole population, it's going to be, generally, we're not saying that this will be completely off, but it'll probably be within a range of that. It's pretty unlikely that we can get a sample that exactly matches all of the proportions of the actual population. So what we do is we calculate an informal confidence interval. Again, and then this will tell us between a certain level of the median, like for example, if this is 100, that maybe this might not be the true one, but we are pretty sure that the true one is maybe 10 plus 10 or minus 10 on either side. So that the actual true population one is somewhere between 90 and 110. This is the idea that we're looking for, okay? And then when we compare, what we're looking for is if group A, for example, if group A is between 90 and 110, that's what their median. Again, these intervals are a 90% confidence interval. So ideally, this means that 90% of any survey you do will probably have a median somewhere between here. But if group A is there and group B, its possible true median is somewhere between 100 and 120. Again, we just don't know. We don't know in this case because they overlap. That's our first part. Because they overlap, it's quite possible that maybe the true median of A is 110 and the true median of B is 100, in which case A is bigger than B. Median is bigger than B. But at the same time, again, because it could be anywhere on this range, well, it could be that the true median of A is down here and maybe the true median for B is here, in which case B is greater than A. Or even the other example of even maybe the two are exactly the same in real life, in which case they're actually equal. So again, in this case, if the ICIs overlap, any of these situations can be possible, which means what? Well, it means that we can't actually say that one is bigger than the other. So that leads to this statement. If the two ICIs overlap, then we can't infer back in the population of whatever it is that there's a difference between either the cost median or the height median or the race median, whatever it is. Again, try to be specific of group A and group B. Now, a lot of these examples that we have a group A, group B when we talk about it on our template. Make sure you replace these with the actual groups, if this is males or females or whatever. Okay? Make sure you actually replace it. Too many reports come in where they just say, well, therefore, group A is a higher median. And this has nothing to do with group A and group B. Okay? It's got to do with guys and girls or dogs and cats or something. Okay? Next, if they don't overlap. Now, in this case, we can be confident that one is bigger than the other. Again, if I have group A, which I'm saying goes from here to here, and group B is somewhere between here to here, again, it doesn't matter where the median is on this range. For A, it's always going to be less than any one for B. So A is always going to be smaller than B, median-wise. So we can actually make this inference. Okay. So again, the statement, because the ICIs, your informal confidence intervals, because the ICIs do not overlap and all of group A, well, in this case, I'll change it. This is B and that's A. Okay. And all of group A's ICI is bigger, I can infer back in the population of whatever your population is, New Zealand, that Group A's median cost is larger than Group B, right? If that's the case here, where any possibility is still bigger than any possibility of B, then I can make that inference. All right. So how it looks. Now again, we'll go through this example. We'll do the actual calculation part, but we'll also show you in the next video how to do it with just the software. Okay. So looking at this, again, NZ-Grapher has given us our summary data, so we can just look that up. Median is, for the first group, is 177. The IQR, which is again UQ minus the LQ. So UQ minus LQ is 178.5 minus LQ 163.5. That's a gap of 15. So that's my IQR, right? The gap in between here and here. Number of people is 21. And what we want is the square root of that number. So square root of 21 equals 4.5. For our sake, we'll just round it to 4.6. Okay, so that's the square root. I put it all into our equation. So it equals plus or minus 1.5, and again, always 1.5 times my IQR, which is 15, divided by the square root of n, which is 4.6. Put that in my calculator. 1.5 times 15 divided by 4.6 equals, again, I'm going to round here, 4.9. Okay. So what they're saying is, like, if this is the median here, then if I go 4.9 this way and 4.9 that way, the true median of the population should be in there. We're pretty sure, 90%. Okay. So when I work that out, the median we said was 177. 177 plus or minus 4.9. So this gap is going to be between 181.9 and subtracting 73, 172.1. Good. Okay, so it's anywhere between there. That's where this gap is gonna end up being for it. Okay, 172.12181.9. Okay. Now we work out the other group for males. Again, we will show you how to do this on NZ-Grapher as well. But I think it's good to be able to do the calculation. So looking at the data for the males, the median they've given us is 169. 169. IQR is 175 minus 160. So actually 15 again. 15. This time we only have 18 people there. So 18. Square root of 18 equals, with my calculator, square root of 4.2 equals 4.2. Put that into my equation. 1.5 times 15 over 4.2 equals 1.5 times 15 divided by 4.2 equals 5.35. I'll go 5.4. Okay, keep it all to one decimal place. Informal confidence interval. Again, we're going to check. So the median was 169. We're going to add plus and minus 5.4. So on the plus side, that's 174.4. And on the minus is 163.6. So somewhere between those numbers, we expect the true median to be. So when we look at that, somewhere between, there it is, between 163, was it 0.6, I think, and 174.4. 174.4. So again, looking at these numbers, you can